Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing well. So the internet streets has been on tilt about the new unemployment crisis as of 2025. Let's take a look.
You guys, it only took me 573 applications to get a job. Only 573. I don't know why everyone is saying that the job market's so bad right now.
Job market is so bad right now that when you're trying to apply for a job, your ratio of even getting the job that you're applying for is 0 to none. Also, if you have a job, the job market is so bad that your job is overworking you and still paying you the same salary. They're switching up schedules on you, giving you more work, less pay, cutting budgets on you, pretty much jerking you around all around because they know where the job market is. They know even if you're looking for somewhere else to go, that's also going to probably jerk you around, that they could take advantage of you. Right now, it's like employment abuse going on. Like, you literally are underpaid, tired, and stressed out if you have a job. And if you don't have a job, you're stressed out because you can't find a job and you've been applying to over 100 places pretty much a week, or you've been unemployed for more than 2 years trying to find a job. The job market right now is so bad that you're literally getting abused as a human being. It's super sad.
Y'all, the job market is so bad right now. I don't think people understand. Like, throughout my search for a new job, I just couldn't help but notice that most of the remote, first of all, there's not many remote opportunities out there anymore. Second of all, the opportunities that are remote are lowball ass salaries. And like, one thing I peeped is, one, most of these roles are contracts, not full-time salary positions. And two, it's almost like they're offering the role as a remote position in exchange for a lowball ass salary. I think employers know just how desperate people are for a remote job and how much they're valued in today's world, that they take advantage and offer these lowball ass salaries in exchange for the position being remote. And it's sad because a lot of people are jobless and a lot of people really want a job, and life is already so hard as it is. Like, nobody wants to go into the office. So even though I would like to say know your worth and don't accept these lowball ass salaries, beggars can't be choosers, honestly, because it's already hard enough to find a job right now. So if you have a job and it happens to be remote, keep it. If you're getting paid decently, keep it. You know, if you're not completely and utterly miserable, keep your job. Like, if you don't have a fallback plan, just stick with the stability that you have, because it's real ugly out there.
I think the job market in 2025 is all teaching us a little something. You can be as qualified as can be. You can meet the criteria of the job that you are applying for, but you may not get it because you don't know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Maybe coming down to who you know and who that person knows, and then who that person knows, and then who that person knows. Just to get your big toe in the door. Let me say this: God can do the impossible, even in this crazy job market.
This has always really been the case, but I guess even so now more than ever. You literally would have to be related to the hiring manager in order to get your foot in the door, and that's kind of sad.
Next month will be officially 1 year since I have been unemployed and got laid off from my agency job. I've networked with barely anybody responding back to me. I've interviewed, got to multiple last rounds. Always got the same feedback that they went with somebody with more experience, but I was a great candidate. I've applied to over 1,000 jobs. I've applied to even low-paying jobs. I've applied to internships. I don't know what else to do. I ask questions at the end of the interview. I get to know them. Like, I don't know what else they want from me.
You want to know how bad the job market is right now? 2 videos came up on my For You page, bro. One white man who went to Yale and one black man who went to Yale. They both talking about, oh, they applied to thousands of jobs and hear back from. You went to Yale? No. So you went to Yale, bro, and you still ain't get a job? I thought that was the way, bro. I thought that as soon as Yale went to Yale, hired. You telling me they ain't getting a job? You telling me 3 times dropout is gonna get a job? And I know we applying to different markets for sure, but like, that's crazy. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I thought that maybe if I that I was white on the applications, that maybe, they would hire me, cause my name is Sade. That could be Sadie. I could be Sadie. Not no Sade. Maybe they don't know, but like, clearly that don't make no difference. Just busting my brain the fact this man went to Yale, bro. These men went to Yale. And it's not just them. I saw a pilot. He said he went to an interview and they was like, no, they want somebody from the island to work there. So why did they give him the interview if they wanted somebody native to the island to work there, bro? These are men, bro. Men aren't getting jobs. Oh, where might be fucked.
How you doing, TikTok? This is Jay, from Rochester, New York, 585. I wanted to be sure I made this video today because I know there's a lot of people on here that could potentially relate to what I'm about to deliver today in this message. If you have a job, do not quit. Stay with your job. I'm telling you, the job market right now is so difficult where it's very hard to get a job. Mind you, this is a person speaking on 4 to 5 years of a career in sales, 4 to 5 years of finance experience, also customer service, money management, things of that nature. I also have an associate's degree in clinical psychology, my own reliable transportation. I moved 15 hours to Atlanta. I applied to over 100 jobs in Atlanta, 100 jobs in Rochester, New York, through LinkedIn, Indeed, company websites, calling, following up, going into dealerships, just asking for an opportunity. Can I speak with a finance manager? Can I speak with a sales manager just for a possible opportunity? If you have a job right now, do not quit. I tried to explain to my mother and my father that right now is nowhere near like it was back then. I promise you, it's way harder. I am a 2020 COVID graduate. If anyone can relate to me, you graduated high school, you were thrown into the real world, and you just had to find a way. I know there's a lot of people out here that can relate to my situation and my problem right now. Listen, I'm doing my social media, I'm doing my content thing, and this is not taking off right now. I know it will. Give me about 6 months to a year. I know I will be known and I will be famous and I will have a household name for myself. But for the time being, bills are still coming. Everything is still processing. If you have a job, do not quit because this job market is not good. If anyone knows anything that is hiring, throughout the Atlanta area, throughout anywhere, I have no problem applying, things of that nature. Let me know. I am very motivated. I am very outgoing. I have an extrovert personality, family oriented. As you can see, I just left an interview to be a mortgage loan estimator or mortgage loan originator. Let me correct myself. And it's just as if if they are hiring, you're going on 2 to 3 interviews. If they are hiring, the start dates aren't for about a month or 2 out. If they are hiring, they have to go about 50 different candidates. They have to go through these people. If you have bills, bills don't stop for no one. Everything's getting more expensive. Everything's becoming more increased. People got to work. There's a lot of people sitting at home right now with talent that are not able to get a job. I have no criminal background history. I have a clean record as far as anything. I have my Maryland vehicle sales license as well. I am certified on multiple different vehicle brands, and I'm open to being a leasing consultant for apartments. I'm open to real estate. I'm open to all things of different nature. I'm very outgoing. I've been on billboards, commercials, all things. If anyone can help with this problem, I know there's many people in my situation. Drop something in the comments. Please and thank you. Jay out. Talk soon.
I just watched a video of a lady with 2 master's degrees and 15 years of experience in tech sales or something, she said, which sounds like, oh my God, what a perfect candidate for anybody looking for that kind of person, right? She said she's been looking for a job for 2 years, put in 6,000 applications and blah, blah, blah. And I was sitting there judging, I'm judgy. And she kept explaining like she can't even get a job at Trader Joe's. She talked to the manager at fucking Trader Joe's and the manager was like, yo, we got job applications backlogged. And after hearing that, I promise you, I'm not being snooty when I say this. It's just, I'm not built like that. I would literally give up searching for a job and go try and make some money on my own. Like, I wouldn't, after a month or two, being that qualified and getting shit on like that, no way. 0% chance I would keep trying to get a job working for somebody. Clearly nobody's hiring. I would just be like, okay, My focus is shifting to making money on my own. I don't give a fuck if it's reselling, wholesaling, cleaning houses. Shit, go on Turno. It's called Turn. I don't know if it still exists, but it's called Turno for like Airbnb. You gonna be it's basically slave labor if you don't own the company. But you can make $100 a day. I would stack that as much as I could because being poor is expensive. I know. Before y'all get in the comment section, if you want a video on that, just let me know. Being poor is expensive. Being poor is literally a trap. It costs you money to be poor. It's insane. Y'all need to start thinking like that. If the job market is that bad, fuck it. Just start trying to earn your own money. Something will stick. Stop being scared to fail. You're failing at the job search. I know it doesn't feel as if you're failing, like they didn't accept you. No, you're failing. Stop being afraid to fail, trying to make your own money. Fuck it. Go make your own money. You know it's free? Starting a new TikTok page and trying to be a clipper. Yapping on your cell phone. She made a video. She has a cell phone. Yap on your cell phone. Get 5,000 followers. Get into that TikTok shop. Start ordering samples. I don't care if you can afford one item.
I'm starting to think that the job market is crashing on purpose, and these jobs are fake job listings. Like, there's not actually a job to go to, and I think the reason why this is happening is because of AI. Absolutely 100%. I feel like these companies are integrating AI into all of their systems, and so they're not really trying to have humans work for their company anymore, because if you can get the work done for free by a robot, why pay a fucking human being? But they have to make it look like they're still employing human beings, obviously. So they're putting out these job listings that you're never going to get a call back for. You're going to do a bunch of interviews and you're still not going to get the job, because they have to make it look like they're still using humans for the workforce, even though they're integrating slowly into using AI to run their systems on the back end. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely think that this job market crash is basically due to AI, and AI becoming more and more prevalent in these corporations and these companies. Like, they're just not trying to actually hire people to do the work because they can cut costs that way. I really do think that's true. Like, I can really see the job market crashing and no one being able to get a job because there's actually not a job to go to. These job listings are fake. They have AI that they're training to take the jobs. And that's why they're putting out these little job offerings like, oh yeah, we still have these openings, when they really don't. But they're going to make it look like they do. You know what I mean?
Now, I will admit, AI has become more accessible and mainstream over the past, 5 to 6 years. So I wouldn't doubt that some jobs are actually opting for AI instead of human beings. Not saying that that's right, but I mean, AI is all over the place now. So if you were a business owner and you had a choice between hiring a real person or a robot for free.
If you're struggling with the job market right now, just know that I literally was offered a job, signed a legal contract, was told to quit my current job, was meted and greeted by the whole team, gotten coffee, so excited to have you next week. And then on my last day of my 2 weeks notice for the job that they told me to quit, I was told that the company did not have the funds to bring on a new person and they were rescinding my offer.
Bro, the job market's cooked, nigga, the economy's cooked, everything fried, bro. I'm post-grad, right? I graduated at 24, right? I know what day it is now. It's damn near a year of me trying to find a job. I thought that I was safe because I fly planes, right? I don't fly the airline. Anyway, I fly planes. Nigga, nobody's hiring. Everybody's posting jobs, nobody's hiring. It don't make sense. Bro, I went to this one spot, right? I'm so flexible. I will work and fly planes in any state, any place. I went to Hawaii, right? To Hawaii to apply to a job. She said, you know what? I decided, white woman, by the way, white woman. She said, I decided I only want to hire locals. This bitch is from Nebraska. The fine young lady is from Nebraska. What do we mean locals? You're not local. What are you talking about? Local? So I lied. Actually, I live here. I don't. But anything to get a job, please get to hire me. I said, I live here. She said, mind you, I'm in California at the time. She's like, okay, well, can you fly here tomorrow? I got the bag. Yes. First flight, red eye. I said, yes. She said, oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. Exactly. You wasn't expecting that. Nigga, expect the unexpected. So she was like, okay. She started making up shit, right? Start making up stuff. Oh, well, well, actually, we only have a part-time position. Hire me. Fuck it. I'll work. I work for free. Fuck it. So she told me, so we only got a part-time position. I said, okay, cool. Bet. I'll pull up. Why not? She said, well, actually, it's always a well, actually. So then she put me onto this other spot. The other guy was hiring. I called him up. Hey, man, I'm a pilot. I got this, and this, all the requirements he need. I got them. I said, I got this requirement, right? He said, oh, cool, great. He said, can you come tomorrow? Yes. He said, do you live on an island? No, but I'm moving. Right? These are all the answers I'm giving him. Lying, but I can though. He's like, okay, bet. Where are you from? I said, California. He said, oh, you're from California? You're not from the island? Yeah, you got me there. You got me there. I said, no, but I'm moving there in a week. He said, oh, okay. He said, do you have this? I said, yes, I got this. He said, do you have this? I said, yes, I got this. He said, do you have this? I said, yes, I got this. Nigga. I hang up the, he said, okay, perfect. He said, matter of fact, fly here on this date for this time, blah, blah, blah. Bet, I'm gonna buy the ticket. I email him, right? We hang up, him. Hey, man, this is the ticket date I'm coming. Are we confirmed for the interview? Ghosted me. So then I called back. I'm like, hey, man, I haven't bought my ticket yet because you haven't confirmed the thing. He said, oh, I thought you already bought the ticket. If you can't make it here tomorrow, I got other people coming for the job. I bought the ticket immediately. I called back, hey, I bought the ticket. Oh, you're coming tomorrow? I thought you wasn't gonna come. Anybody that needs pilots or hiring pilots, please hit my line.
I put my 2 weeks into my job, and lately it's been really hard to find a new job. I am, from the grace of God, just allowing myself to just be in the moment, figure out what I really want to do with my life. So I'm moving back home with my parents for a bit. And I just been applying to just any job that you could think of, serving, bartending, doing entrepreneurship. And I just came to realize it's crazy how I went to school for 4 years, got a degree in journalism, applied to my degree, right? And they all keep saying that I need experience after working professionally in my degree for 2 years. Most of the jobs on LinkedIn say 2+ or 2 to 4 years, and they're still saying I need more skills or more experience, more. And I'm like, bro, I went to school, got a degree, and I also did internships. I network with so many people, and this is still not enough. And I understand the hiring or the job market right now sucks. It's been horrible for so many years, and it just sucks because it should not be an excuse. I think that it needs to be changed. Like, the system needs to be changed, because it's going to come to the point where people are not going to trust the education system. Because how would I tell my kids, like, oh yeah, go to college, you will definitely get a job right after? Because that's not true. It didn't happen to me. It didn't happen to my peers. I didn't even work in something that I wanted to go into. I've always wanted to work in social media, and obviously those are the jobs that don't want me. So it's hard. So if anyone's hiring in the Houston area, please hook a boy up. But it's just sad because even like jobs that serving positions, for example, like they are requiring you to have 6-8 years of customer service, which I have when I was younger, but I've worked professionally. Like, I don't have customer service skills. I worked professionally. So I'm using the skills, and I'm telling them the skills that I used professionally, and they're still like, no, you didn't. Like, bro, I got a degree. That should be itself obtainable, but yeah.
The job market right now is so trash that you might as well just stay at that shitty job that you hate until you get like another job locked in. So up until last week, I was unemployed for about 2 months, and the first month I pretty much just chilled, treated it like a vacation. But by the second month, that's when I started applying to places, and I applied to about 10-15 different places, and out of those 15 places, I heard back from maybe only 1 or 2 places. The rest, I didn't get no call, no emails, nothing. And when I had a job,
I would see people come on here all the time talking about how the job market's shitty, that it sucks. And I really thought they were just talking. I didn't think it was true until I actually was unemployed and was looking for jobs. That it hit me. It was like, damn, bro, they really ain't lying. The job market really fucking sucks right now.
I really feel like I'm never gonna get a job again. Like, I'm so scared because, like, I have been unemployed for 3 months. I'm not eligible for unemployment because I just moved here. I am so stressed out. Like, this has never happened to me before. Like, I've always had a job. Like, I was an honor student, like 3rd in my class, so successful in high school and college. And I have a bachelor's degree in poli-sci. I have 2 years of experience in mental health. I'm a great worker. I'm so organized. But nobody will even give me an interview. And I was crying on the phone with my mom because I was like, what if I literally can't find a job? Like, I've been applying for months. Like, I literally can't find anything. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I just gonna live with my parents for the rest of my life? Because, like, I'm not kidding you, I literally cannot get an interview anywhere. And I have applied to hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs in the past few months. I literally don't know what to do. Like, I'm genuinely so scared. Like, I really am terrified. Like, I don't know what is happening in the world right now, but, like, I am a good candidate. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so I'm reading an article right now in USA Today about long-term unemployment, okay? And they're defining long-term unemployment as 6 months or more of unemployment. And they're saying that 1.7 million Americans are considered to be long-term unemployed. And that's 25% of the total unemployment population. So now 25% of unemployed people are considered long-term unemployed. And the article profiled 2 women with 2 very different stories. One is a new grad who got a degree in cybersecurity, okay, and she graduated and she has not been able to find work at all since graduating. So much so that she's already thinking about going back to school for something else. The second woman is someone with like 15-ish years of experience, and she's like a marketing expert, got laid off and still cannot find a job. So the article tells their stories and then gives some economists like thoughts, and they weigh in on what long-term unemployment is doing to people and how companies are now like finally admitting that they have a problem hiring people who are long-term unemployed. So first of all, thank you USA Today for validating everything that I have been saying for years. But second of all, what do we do about this? So if you're unemployed, it's like you have to plan to be unemployed for 6 months or more. I've been telling people, like new friends, family, people who are losing their jobs, I tell them plan for a year. Just plan for a year. What are you going to do for a year financially? How are you going to upskill? And then what jobs are you going to apply for? And give yourself like, what is it called? Milestones, check-in milestones, okay? You're going to give yourself these different check-in points along the way of your unemployment of like, if I make it to 3 months and I don't get a job in this, or this, what is my next step? If I make it to 6 months, how am I, getting by? Am I getting contract work? Am I getting freelance work? Like, what does your plan look like? Make it for 12 months. We can't be hoping that things are gonna get better anymore. And I don't wanna say they won't, because they will. But they're not gonna get better in the job market. Like, the job market is not gonna get better for you. You are gonna get better for you. And the only way you can do that is by having a strategy and a plan, and like waking up in the morning and being honest with yourself about where you are, what you've done and what you're seeing, and then how can you adjust your approach and perspective. Because if articles are finally coming out to define long-term unemployment as a thing, and I've been saying this for years, but if they're finally coming out, just like the ghost job situation, okay, nobody believed it was happening until big publication things published it. Now they're saying long-term unemployment. Now they're validating that people are experiencing this thing where they're applying for unemployment benefits twice. Then you need to come up with a plan and a strategy and just like live in the situation that you're in,
Hi, honey buns. I'm coming to you because your girl is having a problem, and I need to know if it's me. If it's me, please let me know. But I've been filled out 200 applications since May 24th. And it's not like I am applying for jobs that I am not qualified for. I am applying for jobs that I am very much qualified for. I have 10 years in the hospitality industry. I've worked for restaurants. I've been a team lead. I've been a server lead. I've been a bartender. I've done it all. But it seems like I cannot get hired. And then I am getting interviews. Like, I even applied for Walmart and everything, and I'm getting interviews, but it's just like, I'm not getting hired. So is it me? And then it's to the point where I even went in on the Indeed and I put in jobs that just posted. And as soon as you call them on Monday after you fill out the application, we're not hiring. Then why did you post the ad?
I'm so blessed that I have the gift of discernment. Like, thank you, God, because there is somebody on YouTube who's a content creator. She used to do DoorDash, hint, hint, and she's telling people that they need to quit their job because they don't need these jobs, and not only to quit their job, but not even apply to any more jobs because we give the jobs value and all this other stuff. And yes, you do give your job value. If nobody went to work, companies would lose billions, trillions of dollars. But this is not the economy to play games. You know, mess around and find out if you want to. It's not the economy to dream and to go into fantasy land. Like, take your ass to work. If you have a job, be grateful. But just be careful about who you take advice from, because it's so easy for somebody who's monetized on YouTube with over 80,000 subscribers to tell you to quit your job. Their job is to play on your emotions and insecurities. That's how scammers work. You know, they know that you want to lose weight. They know that you hate your job. They know that you want to be in a relationship. They know that you want something, and that's why you're even watching their content. And so they play on that emotion and exploit it, and they use trigger words or buzzwords to get you to watch the content, engage with the content. And next thing you know, they have a big following, and they're getting ad dollars off of, again, your sense of lack. So please turn to God in times like this, not people who are not in your position. Do not listen to people who are making money on the internet. If you're not making money on the internet, do not quit your job. You need health insurance. You need benefits. You need steady, stable income coming in. You need a sense of stability right now. Don't go do something willy-nilly off of emotions.